who died just like flies. So one of the days, I don't remember my mother's face. I only remember that when I came back I remember only every day they used to take on a wagon and taking out bodies. So I kind of see a wagon, a tachki with bodies, and one of them was also my mother. Then I remained with my sister. And I was telling my sister Meniche, my sister was sitting in a corner, and she says, I was saying, Meniche, let's go and beg. And I used to bring in the middle, I used to bring and eat whatever they gave me, and I used to bring them too. So my sister Meniche was sitting in the corner, and she said, my mother died, and I am going to die too. And I never remember Meniche going, doing any kind of begging. When they died, I remember walking with shmates. Shmates is all kinds of rags. Everybody was wearing rags. We were happy to have the rags too. I was going from door to door, and people helped. And once I was very sick. I don't know how the years passed by, so I'm not coding years. The time went away. And I was ringing, I was knocking in a door by a woman, and that was a Gentile woman. And the woman let me into her house, and I probably had like typhus. I was feeling very bad. And the woman put me down on the pripechik. And the old Städtler, they used to have it's an oven, and on top of the oven you lay down and you sleep on that oven, and it's the warmest place in the house actually. Probably the best double bed in there, I would say. I was laying there a long time, and that woman did take care of me. Finally, I was there, probably for some reason I remember a long time, maybe even a month. And when I felt much better, when I came down, so to say, from that pripechik, the woman had a little cow, and the cow was called Manka. And Manka was, she had black and white spots. She was not a cow, she was actually a kelbel. She was not really a full-grown up cow. I don't know the word for it, it's not that important, the cow. Anyhow, so when I used to go in the fields, the little boys, the Gentile boys, used to say, Zhidovachka, Zhidovachka, look, that little Jewish girl. In other words, they didn't mean the little girl, they meant, here is the Jew. And sometimes they used to chase me. I don't remember anybody really beating me up. The woman, for no reason do I remember the name of the woman, which I'm sorry, she did me a lot of good. And so did a lot of other people. So one day the woman went away to the market, and the woman came in a very big hurry back to me, and she says, you gotta come right now, they taking the children. What children, which children, I have no idea. They're taking the children, she says, they're taking away all the orphans. And sure enough, the woman wrapped up my feet with a lot of rags, because it was cold. I don't know if it was winter time, but it was very cold and very, very muddy. So she wrapped around my feet with shmates, with a lot of rags, and I remember the certain rags just wrapped up in something. And she brought me over to a place where there were children. And she left. We said goodbye. I don't remember hugging the woman or kissing ever the woman, or I just remember that she was a nice person. And she brought me over to, then I learned that those were the Jewish authorities, that these were people, that they were helping out orphans to come out from the lager. And I remember that room, there was a chimney. It's not a chimney, it doesn't start with a chimney. First it starts with, can't think of the word where the chimney comes out. You'll have to think yourself. I can't think of the word. A stove. Yeah, a stove. This is the word. It's a stove, a cast iron stove with a chimney, and the children were modgelekt. It's in Yiddish. They licked. It's called a gendre. A gendre is made out of, you take corn flour. And a Romanian national dish is a mamelige, which is hard and it's like a bread. But a gendre is when you don't have a lot of meal. So you take it, you're diluting it. So a lot of people could lick out of it. And this is what we did. And I remember some potatoes, and that scenery is so to say gone. And then I remember myself somewhere traveling with a lot of other people. And one of the travelings, and this is how I left the Ukraine. This is how I left the lager in Transnistria, that everybody died out within a very short period of time. And the woman took me on the wagon to that place, and they took us all orphans, and they brought us in. I don't know how long it took, the traveling. They brought us into Burlad. Burlad is in Romania. And what I remember, they brought us in a big, huge room. It wasn't a synagogue. And the floor was polished. And the people, for some reason, I remember candies on the floor. And first of all, they wash us off of the lice. We were full with lice. We were very poor looking. And I don't think if you could imagine the picture, but maybe you do have some kind of imagination of a picture. This was the picture. So they took off the lice and they shaved off my hair, whatever it was in there. And the people were, I don't know what it was with the people. The only idea what I know with the people was that sometimes when I remember at that particular Romanian place, I don't know, sometimes I feel good and sometimes I don't feel so good. I have very mixed emotions when it comes to that. I don't know why. The people came on the following day, a couple of days, a lot of people came into the synagogue, and everybody took themselves children, as many as they want. They were free of charge. Nobody paid a penny for them. We were all orphans. And we were grateful to the people that gave us anything. Came a family, their family was Kerper. From Burlad, they took us, actually, I forgot a little. From Burlad, they took us to, I was transferred to Bucharest. Very beautiful city, I might say it was at that time. In Bucharest came a lot of families, and they took as many children as they wanted, and I was taken by a family, Kerper, and also Solomon's. Solomon, he lives, Marcel Solomon peculiarly lives in Yonkers now, and a cousin of his that the mother actually took me also lives right now in Queens, Fernanda. This is the family Kerper. This is Aaron and Fanchet Kerper and their son. They lived in Bucharest in a beautiful house, and they took 5 children with them to their house. First I was taken to the Solomons, then to the Kerpers. So one of the days, Fanchet, this is Fanchet, That I don't know if you could see. That's me, the little girl, all shaved up.